Hey guys, what's going on? RetroGamer here, and welcome back to another review featuring the Nintendo Game Boy Light. The Nintendo Game Boy Light is one of the coolest pieces of Nintendo Game Boy history. If you're a hardcore Game Boy fan or collector, I would definitely recommend looking into this or at least checking it out. I've been wanting this Game Boy for many years, and I finally bought it, and I think it's super cool. We're going to get more to that within the review, but I think this is a super cool Game Boy to check out. So the Nintendo Game Boy Light hit the shelves of April 1998 in Japan, and only in Japan. We never saw a US release of this Game Boy. This is the only mainline Game Boy that did not get a United States release. But it's possibly because the Game Boy Color was right around the corner. This came out April of 98. The Game Boy Color came out November of 98. So it's possible that Nintendo didn't want to mess with it, or they just thought it wouldn't sell well. I think it's a really cool Game Boy. I think it could have worked, but that wasn't my choice. It wasn't my call, and it is what it is. But now you can buy these on eBay or Amazon. You can get them for a little over $100. They haven't really gone down in price nowadays. They're kind of they might be a little expensive, but I think it's a really cool Game Boy. But I know you're not here for a history lesson. I know that you're here for a Nintendo Game Boy Light review. So let's take a look at some of the features of the Nintendo Game Boy Light. So as you can see, it's very similar to a Nintendo Game Boy Pocket. If I bring out my Nintendo Game Boy Pocket here, they look nearly identical. Now the Game Boy Light is a little bit bigger than the Game Boy Pocket, but everything else is pretty much the same. You got the standard D-pad, A and B button starting to select. You got the speakers on the side here. You have the Game Boy Light logo, Game Boy Pocket logo, but everything else is pretty much the same. You're going to see a lot of the same stuff on each side, like the EXT ports, the contrast dials, and whatnot. We'll put the Game Boy Pocket to the side for now. But the Game Boy Light, as I said, it has a standard D-pad, B and A starting to select. The speaker, the light indicator. You have the EXT port over here, volume wheel, contrast dial. On the top, we have the power switch. It has 3 different switches. I'm going to show you that in a minute. The cartridge slot. And what's different from the Game Boy Pocket is this actually takes 2 AA batteries, whereas the Game Boy Pocket took 2 AAA batteries. I like that feature. I never have AAA batteries on me, so I like that it has 2 AA's, and they last quite a bit. And then on the bottom, it just has your headphone jack and the port for the DC adapter if you want to plug it into the wall, which I would recommend getting if you're going to play the Game Boy Light a lot, because the battery life, where it isn't terrible, they do run out kind of quick. So what I wanted to tell you with the power switch, if you click it on, it'll just turn on like normal. But you can click it a second time, and then this is where the light comes in. This is the coolest feature. Now on camera, it kind of has like a turquoise blue. In person, it's more of like a green, honestly. It's kind of like a green blue, but it's more or less green, really. But camera kind of shows it blue. But it's a really cool Game Boy, honestly. And the cartridges are the same. You can just use your Japanese games, or you can use the US release games. It doesn't matter. Game Boys are region free. If you just pop in a game, turn the light on, and it works just fine. And one of the, I guess, more crucial things about this is the contrast dial. This is where it really comes in handy. The contrast dial on all the older Game Boys, it was essential for being able to see fine, but this plays more of an important role, honestly. It works a lot better, I think, and the contrast dial works really well on the Game Boy Light, especially. One of the things that's a kind of hard to get used to with the Game Boy Light, same with the Pocket, and same with the Game Boy Advanced SP GS101, is it has motion blur, which can kind of be eye straining, and the light itself is kind of get hard to get used to. It kind of strains your eyes a little bit. But one of the things, mainly, it just has that motion blur and kind of ghosting. But it's not terrible. I mean, sometimes it can be annoying with it, but it's not terrible. It's something I can get past. I'm not sure if anyone else can get past it, but if you really want the Game Boy Light, that it's not terrible. It's not really a deal breaker to me. But just keep in mind, it does have that kind of motion blur, and then the light isn't the best on the Game Boy Light, so it can kind of be trash in that aspect. But I'm not going to talk it down, because I think that the Game Boy Light is still a great Game Boy to own. This is a super cool piece of Game Boy history. Being able to play all of your old Game Boy games in the dark, just like you would on the Game Boy Pocket, because it's basically just a Game Boy Pocket. And I love the style of Game Boy Pocket. I love how light it is, and I love the big screen on it. And I think it's just a really cool Game Boy to own. I've wanted to buy it for years. Finally bought it, and I have no regrets in this purchase. And if you're gonna buy it, I highly doubt you're gonna have any regrets on that purchase either. But guys, that was my review on the Nintendo Game Boy Light. So guys, RetroGamer, if you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys back here with another review. See you guys then.